Hey guys, Jfarr here. Let's set up the Rust Plus app and learn about its features, how to set up alarms and traps, IFTTT automation, and finally how to integrate these features within our own dedicated server. So let's get started. First, download the app from either the App Store or Google Play and sign into the app using your Steam account. Once in, you'll arrive at the hub screen, showing no servers are available. Now we are ready to pair. Head into Rust and join the server you would like to connect to. Once connected, hit escape and you should see the Rust Plus option within the menu to click. Hit pair and you should now see it appear on your device. The first tab is the details page. Here we can see how many players are connected, in-game time, and when it last wiped. Switching over to the next tab, we can see a real-time in-game map. This map will show you everything you can typically see while in-game, such as your teammates, your current position, vending machines, and markers. If you have your phone beside your monitor, you can use this feature as an always-on live map. Next is the chat tab. Here we can see messages from our team members and talk back to them while they're in-game. You are not able to see or talk to the server's global chat, as only team members will see your messages. Right off the chat tab, we can find the devices tab. Here is where we'll manage all our connected devices, such as smart alarms or smart switches. We'll have a look at how these devices can be connected and utilized after. Moving across, we can find the news tab. Here you can easily view dev blogs and other news articles. Finally, we have the notifications section for checking up on what's been going on. It's a great idea to set up smart alarms so that when motion is detected or an event is triggered, you'll be alerted. Before starting on the devices and electricity, I have a dedicated electricity guide to help you understand the fundamentals. One of the primary devices we can use is the smart alarm, which sends a notification to your phone or tablet when powered on. This device can be crafted at a level 2 workbench with a tech tree cost of 395 scrap. It can also be found within numerous low tier crates, but has the highest chances within the treasure box and lock crate. Once you have a smart alarm placed down, you'll need to pair it with your phone. Pull out your wire tool and hold E on it. You will see the option to pair. It should now appear on the app for us to customize. The smart alarm also allows us to customize the message to be sent to your device when triggered. Once paired, we are ready to use motion detection devices to trigger the alarm. The two devices you can use is the heartbeat sensor and laser detector. The heartbeat sensor works by sending out electricity if it detects a player within a 3.6 square radius. Connect the heartbeat sensor input node to your base's power source. Now connect the heartbeat sensor's output node to the smart alarm's input node. Configure the heartbeat sensor to your liking. Now when an enemy enters its radius, it will send out electricity to our smart alarm, turning it on and sending out the notification to your phone. The heartbeat sensor can be crafted at a level 2 workbench costing 245 scrap to unlock. It can also be found within smaller loot boxes like the smart alarm. The same as the heartbeat sensor, the laser detector requires power through its input node and its output node to be connected to the smart alarm. When a player walks in front of the laser, it will cause the detector to pass through electricity to the alarm, sending out the notification. The laser detector can also be crafted at a level 2 workbench, costing 470 scrap to unlock. Once again, it has almost identical spawn chances compared to the heartbeat sensor. The final device is the smart switch. This device allows you to control the pass-through of power through the app on your phone. So you can open or close doors, turn off lights, power on weapons, or really anything you can typically do with a normal switch from the comfort of your phone. Like the smart alarm, you'll need to pair it to your Rust Plus app. If we now connect this input node to the main power source and connect a light to the output, we can manually toggle it on and off from the wall. However, we can now go into our app and control it from here. This opens up the door to creating manually controlled traps. If we get alerted that someone's in the base, we can toggle our smart switch to enable a Tesla coil, electrocuting our enemies. This device can be crafted at a level 2 workbench with a tech tree cost of 415 scrap. It can also be found within the treasure box, lock crate, and other boxes. You can also use the smart alarm in situations when players are attempting to destroy your power sources, like a windmill or solar panel. After placing down a windmill, connect it to an electrical branch. Here we'll have access to branch off a little bit of its power so we can see if it's still there. Connect the branch's output node to our main battery. Now place down a blocker between our smart alarm and battery. The blocker will stop power going through it if it receives power into its block pass-through node. Connect the battery's output node to the blocker's input. Now connect the electrical branch's branch node to the blocker's block pass-through node. Finally, connect the blocker's output node to the smart alarm. If we destroy the windmill, power is no longer flowing into the block pass-through node, allowing the battery's power to flow through and into the smart alarm. On the Rust Plus app, head into the settings. You should see the option to integrate IFTTT, allowing you to trigger custom actions based on in-game events. These actions can range from phone notifications, changing the colour of your Philips Hue lights, sending you a Discord message, and more. I would recommend browsing the already made templates so you don't have to set one up yourself. Once you have found one you like, click on it and select Tap to connect. If you plan to host your own dedicated Rust server, you'll need to do some port forwarding to allow the Rust Plus app features to work on your server. I'd recommend watching my server setup guide, which goes in depth on how to port forward and set up your server. However, for a quick rundown, you'll need to include the app.port command within your server config, with the number 28083. Now go to your router admin page and port forward 28083. You can obtain the device's IP from the command prompt after typing ipconfig. Remember, you'll need a port forward on the admin page for each device between your computer and the internet. You may need to allow all connections to this port as a rule within your firewall's TCP inbound settings. Now run up your server and players should be able to pair the server with the Rust Plus app. Now we'll be able to get alerts and control our base from anywhere with our phones. Hopefully this video has helped with understanding how to use and set up the Rust Plus app, along with its additional features like automation and traps. Thanks guys for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.